What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics. My name is Bruce, and today is Thursday, August 11th of 2022. I'm a day behind, but it's okay. I just got back from my vacation on Thursday, and guys, it was an amazing vacation. The family went to New Hampshire, and we did some really cool things, and a big thing happened between Stephanie and I. Can you guys guess it? We got engaged! I was gonna save that for Monday's video, but I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait any longer to tell you guys. Stephanie and I are officially engaged and we're gonna get married next summer. I am over the moon excited to make Stephanie my wife and for me to be her husband. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be awesome. So, now with that out of the way, you guys probably wanna know what this video is all about. This is comic book speculation recommendations. And guys, we are looking ahead to this upcoming weekend's final order cutoff in next week's new comic book day and trying to guess what books are going to be the best books to speculate on so that way we can start to make this hobby fun itself. Now, with this being a speculation video, guys, I need to give you my 2 reminders that I give you guys week after week. But guys, if you guys are seasoned speculators or if you have seen this video series before, you guys can go ahead and look down in the timestamps down below and go ahead and skip ahead to final order cutoff speculation. But if you're new to speculation or new to this video series, guys, stick around so that way you guys can hear my 2 reminders, which are very important for new speculators or anyone new to this channel. Alright guys, so the first reminder that I have for you is also the most important, and that is, guys, you have to do your own research. This is speculation, so I'm making some educated guesses on what I think is going to be the best books to speculate on coming out on final order cutoff in New Comic Book Day. But what you guys need to do is go check other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself, because remember, you're spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not my money, your money. And the final reminder that I have for you guys is simple. It's easy, guys. There are delays in comic books. So sometimes the book will show up multiple times on final order cutoff or multiple times on my new comic book day spec. And that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. Those are my 2 reminders. So let's go ahead and dive in to final order cutoff speculation. Alright guys, it is time to talk final order cutoff speculation. Now, if you guys want to order any of these books, you guys need to get your orders in by August 14th for your DC and Scout books and August 15th for your Marvel and all the other indie titles. Now, the way we do final order cutoff speculation is we go over my cover lover picks, which are books that I think might do well on the secondary market based on the cover art alone, and then I go over all the books that have speculation, and then at the end of that list, I will give you my final order cutoff spec picks of the week. So let's go ahead and dive in to my cover lover picks for this upcoming weekend's final order cutoff. Alright guys, I have 4 cover lover picks to share with you guys, and the first one up is Spawn number 333. This is cover A, and it's a Francisco Martino cover, and it's absolutely epic. I can see this cover commanding a premium down the line in the future when new Spawn collectors dive into this hobby and they're like, oh my god, I want all the amazing Spawn covers, and this one is gonna be on that list. Alright guys, and the next cover up is Harley Quinn, the 30th anniversary special number 1, and I went with the Adam Hughes cover. I think this is the best out of all the covers, and man, there are a lot of covers on final order cutoff for this book right here. And by the time this book's reach New Comic Book Day, there's gonna be so many exclusives for this book as well. But guys, from the books on final order cutoff, the Adam Hughes is my absolute favorite. Guys, let me know down in the comments below which cover is your favorite. Alright guys, I have a Marvel book to share with you next, and that is Amazing Spider-Man number 9, the Romero variant, featuring Ariana. And I think this is just a really cool Ariana cover, and I think fans of this character are going to want this cover for this collection. It is just such a standout cover of Ariana. And the last and final cover that I want to share with you guys is a cool one, and it is for Robin Hood Baba Yaga number 1, the Ivan Tao cover, which is the cover C if you guys are looking for it on final order cutoff. This is just a gorgeous cover. I have no idea what this title is, but guys, look at this cover. It is cover lover worthy if I've ever seen one, and I think Ivan Tao collectors are gonna want this cover for their collection. And that is the final and last cover lover pick. Let's go ahead and dive into all the books that have speculation coming out on this weekend's final order cutoff. Alright guys, there's a lot of second prints on this list, and overall it's a really short list, so let's go ahead and dive right in. The first one up is Dark Crisis number 4 with the possible first full appearance of the Red Canary. She had her cameo in issue number 3. Next up is Harley Quinn, the 30th anniversary special number 1, celebrating 30 years since Harley Quinn was introduced into the DC Universe. Next up is The Amazing Spider-Man number 6, the second printing, and remember this has the first appearance of the Sinister Adaptoid, a being equipped with the powers of the Sinister Six, and also the first appearance of the Living Brain, an upgraded version of the classic villain, and this is also milestone issue number 900. Alright guys, next up is Edge of Spider-Verse number 1, the second printing, and if you remember, this has the first appearance of Spider-Layered, a Scar Spider-Man, and also Spider-Rex, which is a T-Rex Spider-Man, so this is the second printing of that. Next up is Midnight Suns number 1 with the first team appearance of the Midnight Suns. Blade, Kushala, aka the Spirit Rider, Magic, Wolverine, Nico, Minoru, and lastly, Zoe Laveau. And this also has the first appearance of apocalyptic new villains. Next up is Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings number 1, the second printing, and remember, this had the first appearance of Red Cannon. And the last book on Final Order Cutoff that has speculation is Venom number 10, with a team up of Eddie and Dylan Brock with the symbiotes. Is that really speculation? Now I'm gonna go back over this list real quick and come back with my Final Order Cutoff spec pick of the week. Alright guys, after going over that list one more time for the third week in a row, I'm going to say save your money. That's right guys, none of these books are really all that intriguing to me for speculation. Now there were some okay books on this list. The Edge of Spider-Verse number 1, the second print is pretty intriguing. If any of those characters do blow up, I can see this book commanding a premium because this is going to be a lower print run than the first print, but it's always going to be a second print. Also, The Amazing Spider-Man number 6, the second printing, does have a first appearance of a new villain, but guys, it's a villain. Is villain spec ever really that good? Then you can look at Dark Crisis number 6 with the first appearance of the Red Canary. Is she a hero? Is she a villain? I didn't read Dark Crisis number 3, so I'm not really sure, but if she does turn out to be a hero, that could be OK spec, but are we ever going to see the Red Canary on the big or small screen? I don't think so. So after reviewing all that information, I'm going to say save your money. Alright guys, with all that said, let's not waste any more time and dive into our new comic book day spec for August 17th of 2022. Alright guys, just like Final Order Cutoff, I have 4 cover lever picks to share with you first before we get into our new comic book day spec. And the first book that I want to show you guys is Star Wars Mandalorian number 2, the 1 in 50 Jim Chung cover. This is a gorgeous cover featuring the Mandalorian and Grogu, and this is also going to be the first full appearance of Grogu. So that's some extra spec for this book besides just this amazing cover art. And the next book that I want to share with you guys is Catwoman number 46, the cover C, which is the Jeff DeCall swimsuit cardstock cover. And next up is Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, the Peach Momoko exclusive variant at Unknown Comics. And this, it's just so gorgeous. I actually showed this on last week's video, I believe, but it was actually for issue number 2, not issue number 1. And this is just such a gorgeous cover. And it's also the first appearance of Spider UK. So this is also a double whammy. We get this amazing cover by Peach Momoko and also the first appearance of the new Spider UK. And last but not least is a really cool book, and guys, stick with me on this one. This is for Shirtless Bearfire Volume 2, issue number 1, the Scotty Young variant. Now, the reason why I put this on this list is because I do not think there's going to be this giant order for Shirtless Bearfighter Volume 2, issue number 1. So that means there's not going to be a ton of these Scotty Young covers out there. So if you guys are interested in the Scotty Young cover and you see it at your local LCS, I would highly suggest picking that up. Even if you don't want to read it and keep it for your own PC, you could make some money on this book in the future because I think the run is going to be super duper small. Alright guys, those are my 4 cover lover picks. Guys, let me know down in the comments below if you liked any of those books or if you think I missed any covers coming out on New Comic Day that you think are going to do well on the secondary market based on the cover art alone. With that said, let's go ahead and dive into our new comic book day spec picks. What do you guys think of my new coffee mug that I got in New Hampshire? Pretty cool, right? It's got a moose on it. A moose. Alright guys, it is time to find out what books made my new comic book day spec list. Now, if you have the Key Collector app and you went to the feature keys section, you would see that they have 23 books that have speculation. Now, after after going over these 23 books, there's really only one book. That's right, one book that I think you guys should really consider for speculation. And that is Edge of Spider-Verse #2 with the first full appearance of the new Spider UK. Now, my reasons why I went with this book and none of the other books, it's pretty simple. Spider characters do well on the secondary market. Not every single Spider character, but guys, this is speculation. You are taking a gamble on these books. And I would say, why not gamble on characters that people really enjoy? And people seem to really enjoy these Spider characters. So, if I want to put my money on a book, it's this one right here. Edge of Spider-Verse #2 with the first full appearance of the new Spider UK. Alright guys, those are all the books on final order cutoff in New Comic Day on my spec list. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. If you guys made it this far, you guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting Stephanie and I and watching the full video. Now, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. And last but not least, guys, what do you think of my new t-shirt? It's pretty cool. This is a restaurant that I used to work at when I was a kid and went back with the family over their vacation, and it was absolutely awesome. Some of the same waitresses were still working there from when I was a kid, which was absolutely mind-blowing. They remember and we had great conversation. It was such an amazing trip. I had such a good time and so did the family. And last but not least, for real guys, if you guys would like to support this channel just a little bit more, you guys can become a channel member for just $4.99 a month, and you guys will get an entry into our end of the month giveaway for our channel members, which is a mystery box filled with 15 comic books, which is a value of over $50. Alright guys, that's really the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I will be back next week with our must-have pickups on either Monday or Tuesday, but hopefully Monday. Alright guys, have yourself a great weekend. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.